Well,
All right.
speaking of pizza.
Speaking of pizza.
Yeah,
That's my new thing. I'm opening up a pizza shop.
there are a lot of people that would think that this is their dream job, right?
Mhm.
You own a game store.
I have been told that my
Yeah.
entire...
How many people have like come in here like, oh, I
Yes.
wish I owned a
Yes.
game store?
All of them.
Yes.
All
Right?
oh my God.
I've
And they're
done-
all going to open a game store too.
Sure.
Every one of them.
And
Oh,
nobody
you know
does.
what? I was thinking about opening a game store. I'm like, you do that. You know, which leads to the next thing, which is,
Yeah.
I don't think you're doing this right, Phil.
Oh God.
I wouldn't do that if I was running this game store.
So we're here with Phil at Gamemasters in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on a typical Pittsburgh day, beautiful rainy day, overcast. No, we did have 2 weeks of great sunshine. This is the remnants of a hurricane. Anyway, so we're going to talk about what it's like to own a game store, games, and all that kind of stuff. My name's Patrick. I'm also Pittsburgh Pat on YouTube and
Hey, I'm Ryan Doyle from the Verdigris Table.
also on YouTube. And,
Oh, I'm not on YouTube.
No.
Well, I
You
am
are now. You are now.
Yeah.
And I'm Phil Glotfuddy. I'm the owner of Gamemasters in Pittsburgh, PA.
There you go.
And I'm not on YouTube, like I said.
That's why we're doing this, to get
Mhm.
Phil on YouTube. Because,
Exactly.
everybody should know about this place.
That's my bucket list. I'm done.
I'm somebody now.
That's I mean. I'm on YouTube.
Yeah,
I could die.
and that happens on YouTube
All the time.
All
Yes.
done.
So, all right, so let's answer the obvious questions.
Mhm.
Like, you got a game store, but when people come in here and they meet you for the first time, they're sometimes unaware that you have a particular condition.
Yeah, I'm beautiful. People
It's very striking. I didn't really know how to talk
It
to you
is.
when I
People are
first-
like, boom, oh my God, that man.
And they walk around, and they're silent like mice, and they're like walking around, and then you're like, hey,
you.
I'm here. You
Yes.
have to talk to me.
I am the, I think I'm one, I'm blind.
Yeah.
So I cannot see.
Yeah.
So people come in and I don't look blind.
No.
Well, until you look at me for a while, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
he's either blind or I think he's been drinking.
It could be both. It could be two things. It could be two things.
I'm not saying either of those are untrue. But yes, people don't know it right away because I used to be sighted and I lost my sight, so I could fake it really well.
Right.
Except I can't figure out where the damn camera is. So people don't know that, and if I have to tell them, because if I don't, then they're like,
They run into you.
they run into me.
Yeah.
I run into
Yeah,
them.
you
No
run
one
into
ever
them.
ran into
Right,
me in my
right,
life.
right.
I run into everybody.
Yeah.
And then of course I run into them and they're like, oh my God, this guy's groping me.
I've never seen that.
And two things can be true. No. But I run into people or I ask them questions. Well, they're not dumb to me.
Well,
but they
that's the
think they're
thing,
dumb.
though, right? So, like,
They're dumb.
it's you do, and you ask people questions. What can I get for you? Are you looking for
Yes.
something particular? That sort of thing, and that kind of service is becoming rarer and rarer. So, like, I think it catches some people off guard, especially. I don't want to stereotype game players, but there is a certain class of game player that's a little more introverted sometimes.
It's a polite
And-
way to say it.
Yeah, maybe like not as like gregarious, So like
I think
we're not them.
Introverted is the word.
Yeah, right.
Like
they're into their games, but not as much into people. Although you created like a social environment in here, like.
That was my goal originally. When I first started the store 28 years ago, me and my wife.
Yeah.
Because I was always a gamer, but I wanted a store. But I'm a child of the 80s,
Yeah.
right? So all game stores were the same back then, right? They're in a basement.
Yeah.
And they're dark.
Yeah.
And they're dirty. And there's some like guy behind the counter who does not want to talk to you. Okay? He's like, could you buy something and please leave? You can't ask them. Yeah, I know that guy. So I always hated that. I mean, this is a social game. And so it's the middle of the 90s, right? Because I started in 96.
Okay.
And I'm like, why are all these game stores like this? That's not how it should be. It should be a place where I can come and drop my kid off. Or I can meet other people. I can be social.
Yeah.
So that's why we put tables in. And it's like, you can come down and play. It's not enough just to, here's your game.
buy,
shoot.
have fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's here's the game. Why don't you sit down there and play with these other people who also are interested in what you're doing?
Right, and you have events where like you'll do that. So,
Yes,
like, you know,
and we've
you'll
been
have
doing
a-
that, like I said, since the '90s.
Yeah.
So it was that, and we were like, no, we don't want to do that. And I said, which is weird for the blind guys going, I want light. I want you to walk in the store, and I want there to be nice lights.
Right.
And I want the place to be clean. I need parents to walk in. I said to my wife, I need parents to walk in and go, oh, I'd let my kid come in here.
Yeah.
Because of course it was a different time and a different, there was mostly adolescent males back then
Yeah.
who were into gaming. It's not like that at all.
No, everybody's into gaming now.
Exactly.
Gaming's bigger than movies now.
Exactly. So,
It's
because
amazing.
of movies, probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's
yes.
symbiotic relationship between the two, but it's true that like that industry is like it's outstripped everything. In fact, I think it's 3 times as much as Hollywood now.